What's up, y'all? It's a great classic song from a fellow named M Stewart called the Rambling Rover, and it's one I think I posted a short on a while back, and somebody asked for a full-length version of the tutorial, and I thought, yeah, why not? It's not something I've done too often. I don't do a lot of songs on this channel. This one I think is kind of special because I was a big fan of M Stewart and Silly Wizard back in the day, and I like it because his sing-songy voice I think translates really well to the tin whistle, and you can do a lot with it, and we'll dive in and kind of explore some of those things. We'll play just the basic melody here, nice and slow. Let's see how we do. That's sort of the first line of the chorus, I guess we could say. Second half is a near repeat. Just the very end is a little bit different, so we'll play that now. So again, basically the same as the first half, except that it resolves. It lands on the G, the 1, the tonic in this case, as opposed to landing on the E. Play the whole thing all together nice and slow, once through. And that's really the extent of the song. That'll repeat through various variations, depending on how the lyrics go, but that's really the main lick of the song. Let's go through some of the different ornaments and variations that you can do with this tune. If you're interested in really breaking it down, I've got a lot more info on my Patreon. This is one of the deep dive tunes that I've been doing recently. We talk about some different keys that you can do and a lot of different options. But here's a couple of things to hopefully spice it up and accent some of these interesting little rhythmic phrases. Starting with that pickup note, I'll usually try to land that 1 with a nice strong cut, especially the first time, because it's such an interesting rhythmic exercise in this tune. I want to make sure that we at least illuminate where the first 1 is, if that makes sense. You could slide into it too, that's another option, and I'll mix that in from time to time. When I come back and hit that first offbeat sort of bounce, I like to accent it by doing a tap or sort of a crossing noise, I guess is what we'd call that, an accidental F sharp there as I land on that G. Just gives it a bit of a punch, and again, sticking the landing of that phrase a little bit. When it goes up into that second octave, particularly that second octave D, that phrase right there, there's a few things that I would like to do. One would be a triplet, because I like to use that whenever I can. And then as I come off the phrase to finish it, back to the high D. Just an extra kind of bubbly grace note. So basically I'm separating 2 E's right there. And if you do it quick, it's got a really nice, again, kind of bubbly sound. And then when I come back to that E to sort of bookend that interesting effect, I think, doing that same sort of crossing noise, going from a D into that E. And then I'll slide into the high G, and then again with that double extra grace note on the E. And it's still same effect. And then the classic sound that I would hear there is a roll on E. Right? And that's one where you're landing on the note first and then a good strong solid roll. And I'll usually slide out of it just because it's kind of got a cool dirty effect after that strong roll. And again, sliding down at the bottom, so going from D to E, good strong slide there. Good spot for a roll if you're coming back to it the second time through this line, because usually the melody would double there. Nice way to kind of turn out of that phrase and back around. The first time we just did a cut, right, which works. You can do a good strong roll followed by an extra tap to give that phrase a little bit of a dynamic, a little bit of a change. And then back around through the rest of the tune. So hopefully this gives you at least a couple of things you can mess about with this. I know a lot of folks really dig this song, and I know why. It's a classic. It's a great one. Mix up the keys if you're playing with a singer, because they may not happen to play it in G, which is the key we were working on there. So good opportunity to bust out another whistle and see how it sounds in another key. So let me know what y'all think of this one, and I'll see you guys in the next. Cheers.